Many artists get so excited when they get the opportunity to sign on with an agent. And then some get really scared. But if you do your homework first and you follow these 3 suggestions that I have for you, you can go into an agreement feeling confident. So the first thing that you should do when you go into an agreement is communicate. This is a step that is skipped by many people, believe it or not. What I mean by communicate is you have lengthy conversations over the phone and by email with your agent, your prospective agent. And you want to communicate about what they expect of you through this agreement, and you want to communicate what you expect of them. You want to lay your promises out on the table specifically. For example, is the agent going to represent you at trade shows? If so, which trade shows? How many trade shows? And do they expect you to attend the trade shows? And if so, who pays for that? These things are important to cover before you sign anything, because if you don't communicate, you're going to have ideas and expectations that are unrealized. Once you talk about the specific things that are most important to you and most important to them, these specifics should be addressed in the contract. The second thing that you should do is do your vetting. Get recommendations from artists who are working with the agency or who have worked with them in the past. Don't just talk to one artist, talk to a number of artists. And this is easy. You just shoot them an email and say, hey, I'm thinking about going into this artist-agent agreement with this agency. I see that you're working with them or that you used to work with them. What can you tell me about them? Have you been happy with them? Are they good communicators? Are they doing their job? Have they earned you money? And you may run across 1 or 2 artists that have bad things to say about the agency. And this is why I say talk to a number of artists, because there's always a bad apple with bad attitudes. So you really want to consider everything. The third thing that you should do is make sure that your agreement has a way for you to get out of it should the agency not get you any deals within the first 12 months. And the reason this is important is because I've seen so many things happen where artists sign 5-year exclusive agreements with no way out, and they're stuck. And if the agency's not making them any money, imagine not being able to make money off your art for 5 years. It's a real bummer. So on the one hand, you want to be fair to the agency and give them plenty of time to represent you. But on the other hand, you want to make sure that you can get out of it, because this is your livelihood. And I think 1 year is a good enough time for both you and the agency to determine if this is going to work out or not. So I hope these tips have helped you. Go to my website for more information on this topic and other topics for artists. You can go to mariabrophy.com.